we gotta talk. I am very sorry for not uploading anything here in the past few weeks and months. Long story short, I messed up. At the beginning of this prep, I said I would upload one video every single week. However, after posting only 2 videos, I stopped posting. Reason for that, I'm gonna explain to you later. I felt so bad for not uploading anything. So thank you guys for kicking my ass by commenting under my videos and sending me DMs. Lucas, when is the next YouTube video coming? But here we are. In this video, I just wanna take some time and sit down and talk to you guys about what was going on the past few weeks, where the hell have I been, and most importantly, how my training is going. And before we do that, we of course gonna go train. And we're gonna do strength training today. We're gonna go to a new gym. It looks so aesthetic, it looks so nice, you're gonna see that later. And after that, I'm gonna give you guys an update on what was going on. Enjoy the video, and I'll see you guys after the workout.
Hands held high, raise them up to the sky, never let them low, only thought you should know. Hands held high, raise them up to the sky, never let them low, go. I got about 100 reasons to leave the party, but I will not. Got a lot of meaning to get to you when I'm in a spot. Thought about what's the season, oh yeah, it's summer, feeling so hot. I could burn in my slumber, turn the lights off and let the beat drop. I'm the meanest rapper, meaning I feed on rappers a lot. I'm obscene, I need not encouragement, this the courage I got. Got a buzz going, so people heard of me, then I pop. Kinda was going, how you gonna tell me I gotta stop? Start another trend, and if you wanna get in on the ground floor, then what you holding up the wall standing around for? Call up my people and I know what they down for. We can stay up all night long, land home around 4. I'm on the land from my daytime lifestyle. We be going ham like cheese and a slice style. There's something about the nighttime like to feel nice out. So if you're still at home, I'm right outside the door like knock, knock, knock. Who's there? Yeah. First name, put your last hands in the air. Yeah, yeah. Knock, knock, knock. Who's there? First name, put your hands in the air. Yeah. Hands held high, raise them up to the sky, never let them low, only thought you should know. Hands held high, raise them up to the sky, never let them low, only thought you should know. Hands held high, raise them up to the sky, never let them low, only thought you should know. Hands held high, raise them up to the sky, never let them low. Go, go, go. I'm independent, I write them in my pen. If you want to party tonight, put them in the air like a pennant. I blow with the breeze, flow with the ease, and eat all my spinach. I'm cold, I'm low in degrees, I can freeze a fiend in a minute. Demeaning rappers to me is too easy, need a new image. So many biters around, I should quit and become a dentist. Anyways, if you're feeling tight from your 9 to 5 and want to cut loose and take a kind of ride, I'll be happy to accommodate, come on inside and put your hands where I can see them, that's my kind of vibe. I want a crib with a pool, a garden, and promenade. I'd rather work more instead of trying to economize. I want a car with no roof on, my kind of ride. So even when I'm on the highway and I'm trying to drive, and this song come on the radio, it's kind of live. Everybody in the whip got room to hold them high. Hands held high, raise them.
Alright, workout is complete. It was a very good session. You guys saw the details in the video. I'm trying to put all my workout details from now on in the video so you can see what I'm actually doing. Now this workout was more, just freestyle basically, because I'm still trying to figure out a good workout routine which I can do throughout my Ironman prep. Yeah, not a lot of upper body. For those of you who don't know, I come from strength training. I used to lift a lot of weights back in the days, but now, since I'm training Ironman and slowly a dream unfolds inside of me, I kind of want to take it easy on the weights so I can focus more on the endurance side of things, because at the end of the day, this will help with my triathlon a lot. So for the workout, I did a lot of stuff for the legs, obviously, because I need the legs in the Ironman, and then some wall balls. Just wanted to do these because these are actually quite nice. They work the shoulders, they work the legs, the whole body. So great exercise, pull-ups, push-ups, just to do at least a little bit for the upper body. That was the workout. Heading back home, and then I'm gonna have a word with you guys. All right, fellas, question of the day. Why did I stop posting? The answer is simple. I just couldn't handle everything. Instagram and TikTok alone is a lot of work, and then also training, obviously, which right now takes up the most time of my day. You also gotta prepare training, you gotta commute to the pool, you gotta commute back, it just takes a lot of time. I do edit the YouTube videos by myself. Reason for that is I kind of want to find my own style first before sourcing that out, because I'm a huge perfectionist and I also love editing, so that's why I don't have an editor yet, but I do think it makes sense for the future to get an editor. So if you are a YouTube editor, if you have experience in editing YouTube videos, please reach out to me. Here's my email. I would love to have a word with you. So yeah, if you follow me on Instagram, which I hope most of you do, you know that I kept training for my upcoming Ironman in Hamburg on the 1st of June. How is my prep going? My prep is going well. Now, the whole Ironman prep is split into 3 blocks. The first block is the base training. The second block is the specific training, and then is the tapering phase. Now, the first block is now complete. I've never trained that much in my life before, and I definitely never felt the fittest like I do now. Now, for the swim part, I definitely never swam that much before. Like, I used to swim 2 kilometers a week, but now I've averaged like 10 kilometers per week. And the most I've swam in a week was 21 kilometers. Now, that is crazy. And swimming is definitely the part where I made the most progress. Like, I went from a 2 minute per 100 meter pace down to a 1:30 per 100 meter pace. Like, that's literally crazy. My swimming now is so good. Like, it's crazy. Bike, I averaged around 250 to 300 kilometers per week. Max was 450 kilometers. Most of the time I was indoors, obviously, but yeah. Now it's starting to get warmer, so I'm starting to ride outdoors more often, which is a lot more fun, you could believe me. And on the running part, I've averaged around 30 kilometers per week, simply because running is more stress for the body, and when you're training so much, it is also stress for the body. So that's why we focus more on swimming and cycling. But with the second training block, we're starting to run a lot more. My last week of running was 52 kilometers, so you can see we're going up with the running volume as well, which is really cool because I love running, and yeah, running is just, I love it. The second training block now is more specific, so we're gonna do a lot more intervals, a lot more race pace stuff, so a lot more race orientated training. So if you follow me on Instagram for a while now, you probably know that last year in August I started a series called Workout of the Month, which is basically a series of 1 workout every single month to test if I still got that dog in me. Now, last year in August, I started with a 50-kilometer ultra marathon on a 400-meter track, and then in September, I've cycled around the whole island of Mallorca. In October, I've done a 100-kilometer ultra marathon, and in November, I've done Everesting in my living room, which is basically you cycle the elevation of the Mount Everest, which is 8,849 meters of altitude, and I decided to do it in my living room on Swift. Looking back, it was probably the most stupid thing I've done because there's literally no sense in doing that, but I've done it. I'm probably never gonna do it again. So here's the Strava screenshot. That was a long day. And my workout of the month for December was a 10-kilometer swim. It was super boring as well, but it was very interesting to see where my limits are in swimming. In December, we also had a pretty cool day in Frankfurt because we were in the lab to do a bike fitting, performance diagnostics, plus a running shoe analysis. Bike fitting, very interesting. Performance diagnostics, we gathered a lot of data which we can build up on and use to train more precisely. And running shoe analysis, also super interesting. Turns out my running form is actually really good and I can wear almost every shoe. The highlight of the prep so far was definitely the 2-week training camp in Fuerteventura. We went there in January. It was such an amazing time. Lots of cool people that organized it. We went via Hannes Hawaii Tours, which is basically a German company that does these training camps everywhere. They do it in like a 2-week schedule in Mallorca, in Germany, as well as in Fuerteventura. Training camp was basically focused on volume, so we did a lot of swimming and cycling, less running, also around 30 kilometers per week, but it was definitely, yeah, very cool because we trained for like a good 26 hours every week, so it was definitely a cool 2 weeks. Now, last thing I want to talk to you about is the upcoming races, because in the beginning of May I have the Ironman 70.3 in Jesolo. I don't know if I've really announced it. I've announced it on my Instagram, but I don't think I've announced it on here. But yeah, 4th of May, Ironman 70.3 in Jesolo. Just a test triathlon, so I've done a triathlon before the Ironman itself. I think that doesn't make sense. And then 1st of June 2025, we get the Ironman in Hamburg. I hope to see a lot of you guys there. Let me know if you're there. It would be really cool. We're probably gonna do a cheering zone with Salty Sports Club, so we're gonna announce that when we have planned something. How do I feel about the race? I feel very confident. As I said, I'm the fittest I've ever been. I feel so strong and I feel very confident that both of the races are going to be a good ones. Of course, a lot of aspects play a huge role, like the weather. Is there going to be wind? Is it raining? How's the temperature? And all of these aspects play a huge role in how the race is going to end. So yeah, let's say we have perfect conditions for the race day. I do feel very confident that I can go even below my goal of sub 10 hours, simply because, you know, you got to set your goals delusional. And if I say I want to do a sub 10 Ironman, I don't really feel scared of it. So I want to go even lower with the time. So let's see. There's still some work to be put in, but as I said, I do feel very confident that I can achieve that. So yeah, that was pretty much everything that went down the past few weeks and months. That was also the video for today, guys. I hope you liked it. If so, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel, because there is definitely a lot more coming within the next months. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. If you have any specific topics you want me to make videos on, let me know in the comments. Peace.